let's start. To all the attendees, thank you for joining us today. Sorry if you see me looking sideways. I've got the chat on the right-hand side. Yeah, so feel free to use the chat as well to let us know what kind of experience you are using and from where you are joining, just as an icebreaker, and we get to know all the future e-commerce tracking experts in the room. So let's start while everyone is getting busy with the chat. Just a quick intro of myself. So I'm the host from Bookingkit's site today. I've seen that attendee list, and I know some of you know me. For those who don't know me yet, I'm lead product manager at Bookingkit. I work at the core team. Specifically, I work really closely with the Grosso Modo team, the team that took some time in June to release a feature called ECommerce Tracking. And that feature is what brings us together today to talk about Google Analytics 4 and e-commerce tracking. And now to keep it quick, just to give the mic to the master of search himself. Jörg, you can continue.
Very well said. Thank you, Lucia. My name is Jörg Ullmann. I'm the founder and managing director of Master of Search. We help companies to establish the right tracking technologies and analytics methods and to grow their Google Ads sales channel, so to say. And I helped lots of you of clients from Bookingkit with their tracking setup. Maybe write down in the chat if you are the one of them that I helped previously, and I will take you to deep water when it comes to the Google Analytics 4 integration, the new one of Bookingkit, how to use it and how to get the best out of it. And then at the end, we will have a Q&A and you can ask your questions. Yeah, that's it, basically.
Yeah, so with the intros out of the way, just one thing, someone that is not mentioned here, but quite important for this webinar that put it together is Christian from the marketing team. He's not visible, as he said, but he's made all of this possible. With all the intros done, then the second part of the webinar today is what was the motivation for Bookingkit to offer this feature, and what are the benefits of this feature, and what's the future, current status and the future of it. To then go on to the third part, which will be the fun with the live demo from Jörg.
Mm-hmm.
But first of all, and before I step in, let's go on to a survey. And then I have to warn you, it's the first time I use this webinar tool, so allow me some seconds to actually trigger the survey. And there we are. I think I did it.
Yeah. I think you succeeded with this one.
That's good. Your first challenge out of the way.
It's very close. So it's very even right now. Okay. So some of you guys don't have any tracking in place right now. So then this webinar is right for you. It's okay for you if you have one. That's also great.
Okay, we are still missing some votes.
Oh, and we have people from Croatia and Hungary here. Great.
Yeah.
Great to have you here. That's very, very international then.
Okay, last
All right.
seconds. Do we get any last seconds vote? If not,
Donald Trump would say votes are coming in. Votes are coming in. Okay.
I don't know. We get.
Find those votes. That's what he would say after the vote is done. All right.
Okay.
Well, interesting, yeah.
Yeah, we've got a bit of a like 50-50 kind of situation. So I've got the feeling then the intro slides might be a good starting point for those who are not so familiar with the tracking. So let me go back to sharing my screen again, I believe. Right, so you should be seeing a slide.
Works perfect.
Cool. Right, so e-commerce tracking, what is it about? So e-commerce tracking, just a simple definition, it's a system that allows you to log and record your, in this case, web user interactions, like add to cart or page view or purchase, allows you to analyze those actions and visualize them. So that's what we mean by e-commerce tracking. Now, what enables e-commerce tracking to do? So as you can see on the first point, when it comes to website content, when you track the actions that your user that the user does, it allows you to see what sort of content is driving click-through rates, what sort of content is resonating, and persuading your users to actually finalize towards the end action that you want, which is a purchase. So what content is working, what it does not work. Marketing attribution. So probably you are running ad campaigns. Are they performing well or not? E-commerce tracking allows you to see which campaigns, which touch points are actually leading to more purchases or not. So it allows you to see which one, what is working on your expenditure and what isn't. Booking patterns. So booking patterns like when are your website users purchasing, which days of the week, what time of the day. And with that, you can start getting to know them a bit better. And then lastly, retargeting the audience. So it links a bit with running ads again. So let's imagine those web users that maybe checked the product details page of the event, maybe added a ticket, but they didn't finalize the booking. They didn't end up booking or purchasing. You can retarget that audience. So e-commerce tracking allows you to identify those users and send ads or bring them back to your website. Now we, at this stage, we should pretty much know about e-commerce tracking and its benefits. Now, with this slide, let's go through how Bookingkit has served you in that respect. So how have we solved or are solving at the moment the e-commerce tracking? So before June 2023, and even before I joined, there was a feature released, which was the web developer options. That feature is and has been available to the top tier, so to Pro and Business Kit. And it was the feature that was used for tracking purposes. This feature, what it was used, and it was underperforming. It did have some difficulties when it comes to the setup and its reliability. Now, what's happened is there was the announcement of the GA4 launch, official launch. Then with Stripe being released at Bookingkit and all the issues that we saw that I've mentioned before, we decided to release a new e-commerce tracking feature at the end of June 2023, just before the official launch of Google Analytics 4 in July. Now we are in August, And what we want is that everyone is using this new feature, give us feedback, and our plan is to incorporate improvements along the way in the coming months. So this is at the moment the status quo of e-commerce tracking at Bookingkit. So let's go into a bit of more detail on the motivation. So as I said before, up to end of June 2023, we had the web developer options, which is depicted here on the right-hand side of the slide. And as you can see there, it was too techy. You needed to add some code. Turned out that it was not fully Google Analytics 4 compatible. Had issues with tracking successful purchases and with the attribution. At this stage, with the release of the new tracking feature, this web developer options feature is not recommended to be used for tracking purposes anymore, although this feature still remains available to all the business kit and pro kits, and is a way for your webmasters to inject HTML code, CSS, and JavaScript. Now, on the other hand, the new feature, the e-commerce tracking feature, which is available to everyone from the sell part checkout configuration, offers a much simpler setup. So pretty much, as we are going to see, you only need either your Google Tag Manager ID or your Google Analytics ID. So you just only need those two codes to set it up at Bookingkit. It's more reliable than the previous feature. So we have tested and it's tracking all the purchases. And we've actually been able to keep, let's say, the marketing attribution, to support the marketing attribution efforts by keeping the UTM parameters stable across all the funnel. Just a bit of a slide that explains more or less what we've done. We pretty much created a data layer with events that are compatible with Google Analytics, and these events get pushed either to Google Tag Manager or Google Analytics. On top of that, if you're using Google Tag Manager, as we are going to see later on, you can also as well integrate Meta, Facebook. And really important on the events, maybe Jörg, you're probably the expert on this.
Sure, I can take over. You can continue sharing your screen, by the way,
sure.
at this stage. Okay, well, I will always reference to the GA4 e-commerce events, as we have lots of events that are able to set in GA4. Some will be collected automatically, but these are dedicated for tracking e-commerce businesses. We have experience and events in that case, but we treat those experiences and events that you have on your site or that you integrate with the Bookingkit widget as an e-commerce product, so to say. And it starts with the view item list or the view item. That means you have a list of experiences or events on your site. A person is looking at it, and we push like information into Google Analytics 4 or the Google Tag Manager, where we make it possible to see which kind of events or experiences the user were looking at. And then the next one is the view item. This would be the conclusion, what kind of experiences or event were clicked on or was specifically looked at. Next one is the add to cart event. I think no explanation needed. It's just if somebody is putting it into the cart and starts to check out and going further into buying the experience. Add payment info will be only available if you switch to Stripe. It is kind of useful to measure this one, because it gives you some information on what kind of payment method users tend to use more frequently. So in Germany, I can speak for Germany in this case. Lots of people tend to use PayPal. I don't know how it is in your country. Maybe PayPal is not so big in that case, but we have other payment options in the Bookingkit widget, and it makes sense to have them measured and to look at it. And the very important event that we track is, of course, the purchase. This is the real purchase event, including the items. That means what kind of experience or event was bought, including the transaction ID, the value, the amount, and how many tickets or event experiences were sold. Of course, we track the page view of the widget screen, which is integrated via iframe into your site. And whenever there is a change on the widget screen, there will be a new page view event that is tracked. That's basically it for now.
Okay, for a while, then it goes back to the. So lastly, just in case, if you are not familiar with Google Analytics 4, or also known as GA4, GA4 is the latest version of Google Analytics, and it has some differences. So if you were using Universal Analytics before, so UA, as it was called, you probably see some differences. Now, one of the main differences is actually on the second place of the slide, is the data schema. So Universal Analytics was based on sessions, where GA4 puts the user at the center of everything, and it tracks events. Therefore, they've actually simplified the way you set up events with just adding event and its parameters, whereas before in Universal Analytics, you need to add like category, action, label. It was a bit more complex. Now, as a result of this data schema change, what you will see is a difference not only in the interface, but on the reports and metrics. So it will take you a while, not so long, but it will take you a while to get used to the new metrics that it provides and the new reports. Now, a cool thing is that the Google Analytics 4, it gives you free access to BigQuery. BigQuery allows you to access the raw data. So if you have any SQL skills, you can run your own queries. Then, I don't know, you could plug it into the Google Data Studio, or I think it's called Looker now. So that data visualization tool that Google provides, and you can create your own custom reports. Also, as well, by talking on custom reports, I feel that as well, the custom reports capabilities at GA4 are much more user-friendly than the previous custom reports at Universal Analytics. It gives you some pre-built templates as well. So if you don't see something that it doesn't fulfill your needs in the default reports, you can always go to this custom reports part and create your views. And then lastly, and very important, with GA4, the attribution model. So how to attribute the purchases to the different campaigns. With GA4, it's more flexible. I think in Universal Analytics, by default, it was the last non-direct click attribution. And with GA4, it allows you to different options. And then obviously the AI, machine learning capabilities with insights or predictive analytics. So GA4 allows you to segment your audience by likelihood to purchase. So then you can feed back that to the ad campaigns and optimize them accordingly. And with that, I've got the feeling that it was my last slide, and I just interrupt you.
You released. All right. So let me please share my screen, because I think we cannot share at the same time.
All yours.
There were some questions having this one in German language from Matthias and Jürgen. Well, yeah, I think we got you covered. At the end of the webinar, I will have some options for you guys as well. All right, everybody can see my screen, the right one, hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Good. Yeah, just some short introduction from my side. Again, we founded this company in 2012. Now we go by the name Master of Search. It was originally founded as an agency, as a search engine marketing agency. We rebranded it 2 years ago with this Master of Search, as we enable small and mid business size companies to scale their Google Ads performance by establishing the right tracking and analytics tactics. We take our clients by the hand and make sure that they are able to manage their campaigns successful without the need of an external agency or partner in order to gain up to 80% more profit out of their Google Ads performance. I think that sounds great. Well, how to get the new GA4 GTM integration in Bookingkit set up? It's very, very simple. Well, first of all, if you want to have a more versatile option and passing like values, variables, and events, we will see what that means later on, then go with the Google Tag Manager option. I will reference to this one with GTM, that stands for Google Tag Manager. If you want to have a simple option that's easier to use and you only have, for instance, Google Ads activities in your marketing or online marketing business, then the Google Analytics 4 integration might be the better option for you if you're not such an advanced user, because you can integrate the conversions into Google Ads afterwards. We don't have a Meta or Facebook integration yet in Bookingkit. I think there will be one in the future, not available yet. That's why use the Google Tag Manager integration instead. How to set it up? Well, you can activate the new feature by going into your Bookingkit account under the Sell submenu, then go to the checkout configuration. In the checkout configuration down below, you have 2 options. The first one would be go with the Google Tag Manager. You put in your Google Tag Manager ID, or you go with the Google Analytics 4 integration. Then you would put in your Google Analytics measurement ID. You cannot use both at the same time. That doesn't make sense. There would be the question for some of you: where do I find these? I don't have a clue. I don't understand what to do. If you have a Google Tag Manager account, then go to tagmanager.google.com and put in your GTM ID. If you choose to go with the GA4 integration, then you go to your Google Analytics account and to your data stream. And in the data stream, which you find under settings, then you will have your this is the German version of the interface. It's called Mess ID. In the English interface, it's called Measurement ID, I think. All right. The GA4 integration in a nutshell, just activated on the Bookingkit side. You can import the conversion goal, which is the purchase event when somebody buys an experience or event on your site in your Google Ads account. Then you would have the conversion inside Google Ads that was pushed to the Google Analytics 4 integration. And you will see conversions, including revenue, coming in, hopefully. Additional modifications with the GA4 integration you should take care of is you should make sure to set up the additional domain, which is Bookingkit in that case, as we integrate Bookingkit via the iframe feature. And the iframe in this case comes from a different domain, which is Bookingkit. That's why you should set up these 2 domains under the tag configuration. You will find that under settings in your GA4 data stream, and then go to tag configuration, and then simply add your domain. In my case, it's Analytics for You. We will look at this in a minute, and you have to add the bookingkit.de. The GTM integration works a bit different. You activate it on the Bookingkit account, then set up tags and triggers according to your needs. And you can make use of the variables and values that are provided in the data layer. I have a screen here. These are the events that are coming into the Google Tag Manager, and these are the most relevant values that you would have to use for the purchase event. For instance, you have the value, you have like the transaction ID, and all these kind of things. All right. What's so cool about the Google Tag Manager integration is, as I said before, it is very versatile. So you can make use of the variables and values for other platforms, which is Meta, Google Ads. Maybe some of you guys have Bing Ads or Microsoft Search Ads in place. Maybe some of you guys already have TikTok ads in place. I don't know. Maybe hit the chat and let us know. And of course, you can send the events to Google Analytics 4 via Google Tag Manager. With the GTM integration, you can do any sort of retargeting for Meta, Facebook, for instance, Google Ads, or any other platform that is used for retargeting purposes. That means if somebody looked at one of the experience and did not buy it in the first place, then you could retarget them by having those audiences set up in Google Analytics 4 or maybe in Meta. All right, let's see the integration live. I would say I prepared one demo site. I'm sorry, it's about craft beer. To beer or not to beer is the case. I created some event section here. This is like a WordPress website. Some of you guys use a WordPress website as well. And then we have the Bookingkit integration. All right. The Tag Assistant is connected. That means we have the Google Tag Manager integration in that case. I will show this one because it's the more complexer option. This is why we decided to look at this one at the live demo. So now we have our Bookingkit widget. This is like a Berlin tour, could be another event in that case. And we hit the book button. We choose our date, and then we choose to go further into this one. All right, let's take a look here. Berlin tour. We go to the checkout, and events are coming into our Google Tag Manager account, which I talked about. We have the view item list, we have the view item, we have the add to cart, and with every single event that we are getting here into the Google Tag Manager, we have our data layer, and inside the data layer, you will find structured information in the Google Analytics 4 format that you can make use of, and you can build some tags to use these variables and values. All right, let's go further into the checkout. I will just create one test order here. This is the Stripe integration, by the way. This is why we will have the add payment info event, and now we do some test payments here. Basically, there's nothing different with the integration that you used before. It's something that works behind those websites. All right. Then we have our purchase event, which is the transaction that you want to track. We had our add payment info event. Seems to be down below. There it is. Where we pass the payment type. In that case, I used the Sofort payment type, and that's basically it. you will see events coming in your Google Analytics 4 accounts if you set those up in Google Tag Manager. And if you are not familiar with Google Analytics 4, then maybe it will be difficult to kind of track what I do here. But as we have some specific reports in Google Analytics 4 for the online sales, there is the user purchase journey. We used to have this one in Universal Analytics. It was named different, but we had this one where you have like sort of a checkout funnel where you have these different stages where the user was at while buying on your shop. It starts always with the view product, the add to basket, the checkout, and then the purchase event. And this is what you can use if you have the Google Analytics 4 integration or the Google Tag Manager integration with your Bookingkit widget. I set it up these Google Tag Manager events before. So we have our GA4 events here. I created a Google Ads conversion tag. I created some Facebook pixel events like the page view purchase, view content event, all these kind of things. And I will have some special offer for you at the end of the presentation. Yeah. All right. That's basically it with the live demo. One thing more I wanted to say is if you want to retarget your users, you go into the admin section of your Google Analytics 4 account under audiences, and the purchase event is always set up as a conversion event. You can easily import it into your Google Ads account. And if you want to create some new audiences based on, for let's say people that used to look at a experience or event, then you can do this by create those audience and especially say, I wanna have people that had the event view item, for instance. In my case, I mean, this is a test account. That's why we don't have so much users here. But usually, you should have more while using this integration. And then you can set up a specific audience that viewed your experiences, and you can exclude especially users that already bought a experience from you, and then you could retarget those users with Google Ads. That's basically it for now with the live demo. I think let's go over to the presentation. And help us around the corner. I mean, I think we had some questions here regarding the German. Is there a German webinar or let's say intro for this one? My offer would be in this case just book a call and or fire me an email, and I will share my GTM demo container, which you can make use of course. There will be the Facebook, Google Ads, and Google Analytics 4 events completely configured. You just have to integrate your specific IDs. I will write that down in a short document. This is my first offer. Then, of course, we will launch a course very soon, especially for the Bookingkit customers, expected by mid or late September, where I take you by the hand and show you everything step by step, how to set it up in your account, and I will put some more, let's say expert options into it that I'm not talking right now here in the webinar, because it would be blow your mind. I think it would be very, very expert level. For a custom implementation, a so-called done for you project, reach out to us. I will share my Calendly link in the chat right in the Q&A section, and then just book an appointment with one of my colleagues or me, and then we talk about your specific project if you have questions or need help with setting up this kind of new feature. All right. I think we ran very quick through this presentation, as I was expecting it a bit later. But I think there were some questions. I hadn't had a look during my presentation part here. So let's take a look.
Yep, just a quick note. We do have like a help article to guide you more or less through the setup. But I do understand that if you haven't got any previous experience on the topic, can be a bit overwhelming because there are a lot of small steps to take. So if that's your case, if the knowledge-based article, so the help article is not working for you, then recommended is to reach out to Jörg for his services, as he will just, someone says, grab you by the hand and lead you the way.
All right. So should we go through? I think you answered some questions, Lucia. I just saw that. Carlotta was asking what is Stripe.
Yeah,
I had this question 2 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, outside of the purpose of this call, Stripe, just so everyone knows, up to some months ago, we had MangoPay as the main payment provider, and we are introducing Stripe, our next main payment provider. So we do recommend, because we are seeing in the data that Stripe is leading to higher success rate when it comes to payment than MangoPay. So if you're still using MangoPay, please do switch to Stripe.
Martin asked, how can we tell if it's a test booking? How can we test without being charged by Bookingkit or Stripe? Well, I can only share my experience, how I did it. I set up the pay by arrival option in Bookingkit, and this is where you can go through the whole checkout up till the purchase. I'm not so sure. Maybe Lucia can answer this. If you will get charged then by Bookingkit, I think at the end of the day, it's pay by arrival means
payment on site. Yeah,
payment on site, and then you have to maybe write the support and ask for there was no payment or something. I can't answer this question, but that would be the best option to test it without having the payment providers involved. I know it's a hassle and it takes so much time. Like always go through the payment option with a real payment provider. All right.
I mean, in some cases, we could provide like a test account, like the one we are using during this webinar, which is in a demo environment. But it's something I can't sort of...
Okay. Can you allow Benjamin Streifner to this meeting? I think this one is already, hopefully it's solved. Carlotta asks, can you name an example for a trigger word? Is this something a customer would search via Google? I'm not sure if I understand this question correctly. Well, I talked about triggers a lot. This is like the trigger is what we use in Google Tag Manager to fire a marketing tag. That means one trigger could be if you are on the order confirmation page, then you would then this is the trigger by arriving at the order confirmation page, and then on that kind of trigger you would push the Google tag in that case. Hopefully I got that right. What's the cost of this call? The call would be, Martin, this is completely free. In this call, we want to find out how can we help you. So the easiest option would be share the Google Tag Manager container that I just used in the demo. Another one would be buying the course. That would of course cost some money, and a done for you project would be the highest priced option that you can go for. All right. Christian shared the articles. At the moment, we have some scripts installed that analyze our website logs and send conversions manually to Google once a day. Do you recommend to switch over to do it with GTM or GA4 automatically? I would have to look into the integration that was set up. Why analyzing this question, it sounds like you're using the offline conversion option, because you're saying that at the moment we have some scripts that analyze also send conversions manually to Google once a day. If you send it once a day, then it sounds like an offline conversion, maybe. You can apply like different tracking methods at the same time. You just have to make sure that which one to choose for your number one place to go, right? That's basically it. There was a question regarding Stripe. I'll leave that one out. Carta, what does switching from MangoPay only works if I use Stripe? Okay. I will not cover the Stripe questions.
No, I'm covering them. I'm trying to answer them over the chat.
Who should we email for the GTM container? I'll write my email in the chat. It would be the easiest option, I think. And I think Christian is moderator right now, but I think we will find a place where we can share this GTM container in the help section of Bookingkit, because it's a file, and sometimes you have to put it on a server somewhere. It's not large, but it's a file that can execute code, and this is sometimes a bit difficult to send via mail. All right. Yes, Martin. Yes, upload via Excel table directly to Google Ads. All right, that's the offline conversion. Good choice, by the way, because you can make sure that you only upload the real conversions that really occurred, because sometimes people they give something back, or they don't. There was a payment fraud, whatever. I would have to look into the setup to give you a good advice on what would be the best option. Maybe we just book a call in this case. Tobias, hello from Germany. Yeah, hello from Germany too. In that case, we have the problem that the Bookingkit card overrides parts of our tracking. If we look at the value importance of landing pages, sites like a BK card or checkout to add to cart appear all the time, which are of course no landing pages. The Bookingkit card overrides parts of our tracking. I'm not sure. I just think about how could that be. What could be the situation? Is it overriding the page view tracking that you're using, or what's the case? Please explain a little bit more, and I will have to I will answer this one then. Can you name an example of a trigger word? Is this something customer would search via Google? Sorry to ask again. Trigger is, for example, when a customer enters the website or puts something into his cart, right? Yeah. And the tag would be, yeah. The trigger is what you pull the trigger, so to say, if something happens where you want to have a marketing tag involved. Let's say somebody adds something to the cart, that would be one trigger. Or there is a purchase, the view of the confirmation page, that would be another trigger. A new page view happens. So whenever somebody is going down the Bookingkit widget, that would be a trigger in that case. And tags in the Google Tag Manager are, well, they are according to these triggers. So they fire when this trigger happens, so to say. Gibt es eine Empfehlung, was konkret getan werden soll? Leider verstehe den gesamten Inhalt nicht. Sorry, Jürgen. can help you in this case. We decided to do this in English because we have lots of international customers here. Maybe just send me an email or fire me an email or get a call scheduled. We have a GA4 course out there. Just go to our Master of Search website, and then you have these. Then you have a section where we have a course for Google Analytics 4. I think it's very cheap, by the way, and it's unser Angebot für deine Sichtbarkeit. And then we have like these video courses, and we have a GA4 video course that is completely in German, by the way, and that maybe will help you. Got it. Thank you. Okay, Carlotta. Great. This is what is okay. Food sales tracking no with Stripe. Matthias, I will answer this one in English. It does work without Stripe, of course, but if you do not have Stripe already activated, you will not have the add payment info event. This is the one that gives you or that gives you the information what payment type was chosen by the user. Was it Sofort? Was it credit card? Was it PayPal? All these kind of things. If this is something you want to measure in your Google Analytics 4 or in other tools, then go with the Stripe option. If not, stay with the option that you have right now. But I think it is recommended by Bookingkit to move to Stripe by the end of the year or something. I heard that from some clients. Okay. Will you create the course in English? Yes, Vanessa. It is planned to do it in English. I had while presenting here in the webinar, I had the idea of putting in a section into our GA4 course, which is purely in German, where we have a sub part for this Bookingkit or iframe tracking feature that will be in German. I will put this in the GA4 course later on, but I think it will be mid or late of September when we have this one. The course for this specific issue will be in English, of course. Any more questions? Somebody's typing. So after analyzing the tracking stuff, how do I know how to optimize the campaigns that didn't work out well? Well, at the end of the day, Carlotta, that would be by reviewing which campaigns in terms of Facebook or which keywords in terms of Google Ads drive the most sales for your business. So in Google Ads, usually we would go down the line, look at the keywords, the search queries, search terms, and maybe there are search terms that drive traffic to your site, where you have people viewing your experience events, but they tend not to buy, or maybe they put something into the cart and they don't buy a product. And this is what you would analyze with the Google Analytics 4 reports. We can't go into detail with the analyzing part in Google Analytics 4 because that's a whole nother topic. Today's topic is just showing this new feature. That would be another webinar, of course.
Yeah, just a reminder, we're doing another webinar mid of September, covering meta ads.
With Jan Stein. Definitely register for this one. That will be very good. Very good content.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, this is how to set it up, let's say, how to make use of the feature. And the other one is, let's say, more focused on, okay, now the feature is ready, how you analyze campaigns and so on.
Yes. I think Jan will cover some of these parts, of course. Yeah. So is that something the masters of search would do with their skills? Yes, sure. This is what we do. This is what we do on a daily basis. So we have these mini courses that you can see on our website for specific topics. Our courses are in German because we mostly target the German market with our service. Mid-sized businesses. And we have different working models. So it could be the Master of Search coaching program. It could be our mentoring program, which is more for bigger companies. And then we have the done for you part. If you want to know more about this one, just book a call. Sure. I will put my Calendly link here in the chat. By the way, sorry for missing this one. Of course. All right. That's it.
All right. Well, thank you, Jörg. Not only the master of search, but I can see the master of podcasts as well. So it's been a pleasure to share.
We do our best, but I have to do some new episodes. Christoph, my co-founder, is doing most of them the past few weeks.
Okay.
It's because, guys, it's because I have so many projects on GA4 running, because we had to switch from Universal Analytics to GA4 a couple of months, and we are still a bit behind schedule here. But yeah, for sure, this will be in this fall. There will be some more episodes regarding these tracking issues, of course. All right. I would say that's it for now.
Mm-hmm.
And thanks for joining and attending. And we will hopefully have one in German again. Let's see. All right.
All right. Thank you very much. And thanks everyone for attending.
Thank you too.
Keep in touch.
Was a pleasure. Bye-bye.
Bye. Ciao.